make a matcha with the lavender cold foam. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is bloom or warm up my whisk, which I already have it sit in some hot water. Now we're going to spoon out our matcha. I switch matcha brands, but I tend to go for the same ones typically. Okay, 2.5 teaspoons or whatever size spoon this is of matcha. All right, so first I'm going to sift my matcha. It's already fine, but I don't know, man. Everybody has always told me to sift it. I am going to put a little bit of brown sugar syrup in here. Just a little bit. I'll use the sweetener mainly at the end, but okay, so I know I should measure, but I don't know. Just don't. I eyeball it. All right, so take my whisk and I'm gonna make basically Z's or W's, whichever, in the mix until I can pretty much get it all mixed in. Then I'll go around the sides and get the matcha from the sides of the bowl. Try not to too hard. I don't want to break the whisk, so I'm not scraping the bottom of the bowl, but so it is pretty much mixed. So I'm gonna go now around the sides and get the excess matcha off. Excess. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more oat milk now. I'm gonna set this to the side and work on my lavender cold foam. So I typically use heavy cream, but I picked up heavy whipping cream. So I put a little bit in the glass, splash of regular milk, and this is the Fairlife milk. So all right, and then my lavender syrup is here. This is just a Tarani, no, one of those brands from World Market. That's normally where I get it. And we're just going to whisk that up until it gets, I will give it a taste to see if it tastes like lavender, and then I'll add more. And it's already foaming. It gets foamy pretty fast. So I'll taste it. Can use a little bit more lavender. I believe the taste is getting messed up because I'm using heavy whipping cream, and I typically don't use that. So, yeah. All right. So to me, that's good consistency, and we don't want it to whip up. We want it to just be cold foam. So now we make this like our own little matcha cafe. I bought clear plastic cups. I don't care if you think that it's bad, but this makes me feel like I went out to get this, but I actually made it at home. And I like to see the matcha in this cup. And if you know me, you know that I don't like doing dishes. So there you have it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some ice in this cup. For my sweetener, I'm going to be using brown sugar syrup, and then I made a black tea and saffron syrup. So I'll use both of those to sweeten it. Milk. We won't go too crazy in the milk since we have a lot of milk already in the matcha. I usually go up to the line. All right. So brown sugar syrup. This is the black tea and saffron syrup that I made. Just really threw some stuff together. Oh, all right, we might have had too much syrup there. All right, so now the best part, the matcha. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt right in there. Let's just give this a little bit of a mix. I like to at least have the matcha and the milk mixed together before I put the foam in. Okay, and then we're gonna go on top with the foam. We're gonna have a nice little art situation one day. Not today, but one day. Okay. And it's made. So I'll go ahead and bring that closer in. Hopefully you can see how good that looks. And we're gonna take a sip. Oh, sorry. One more dash of flaky sea salt. All right. Let's see. That's so good. And that's it.